Avast me hearties. I'm old Chumbucket, and I'm here to wish you a happy Talk Like a Pirate Day Eve. I'm here to read you a story. Don't worry, it's a short story, and I didn't write it. It's by someone who's maybe even better writer than I am. I know, shocking, but there it is. It's part of his collection of Trigger Warning by Neil Gaiman, one of my favorite writers. This is one of his calendar tales. He wrote one story for each month of the year. So all the title we have for this one is March Tale. Although if he'd known about the holiday, perhaps he'd have called it September. Anyway, March Tale by Neil Gaiman. Only this we know, that she was not executed. Charles Johnson, A General History of the Robberies and Murders of the Most Notorious Pirates. It was too warm in the great house, and so the two of them went out onto the porch. A spring storm was brewing far to the west. Already the flicker of lightning and the unpredictable chilly gusts blew about them and cooled them. They sat decorously on the porch swing, the mother and the daughter, and they talked of when the woman's husband would be home, for he had taken ship with the tobacco crop to faraway England. Mary, who was 13, so pretty, so easily startled, said, "I do declare, I am glad that all the pirates have gone to the gallows, and father will come back to us safely." Her mother's smile was gentle, and it did not fade as she said, "I do not care to talk about pirates, Mary." She was dressed as a boy when she was a girl, to cover up her father's scandal. She did not wear a woman's dress until she was on the ship with her father, and with her mother, his serving girl mistress, whom he would call wife in the New World, and they were on their way from Cork to the Carolinas. She fell in love for the first time on that journey, enveloped in unfamiliar cloth, clumsy in her strange skirts. She was 11, and it was no sailor who took her heart, but the ship itself. Anne would sit in the bows, watching the gray Atlantic roll beneath them, listening to the gulls scream and feeling Ireland recede with each moment, taking with it all the old lies. She left her love when they landed, with regret, and even as her father prospered in the new land, she dreamed of the creek and slap of the sails. Her father was a good man. He had been pleased when she had returned, and did not speak of her time away, the young man whom she had married, how he had taken her to Providence. She had returned to her family 3 years after, with a baby at her breast. Her husband had died, she said, and although the tales and rumors abounded, even the sharpest of the gossiping tongues did not think to suggest that Annie Riley was the pirate girl Anne Bonny, Red Rackham's first mate. "If you had fought like a man, you would not have died like a dog." Those had been Anne Bonny's last words to the man who put the baby in her belly, or so they said. Mrs. Riley watched the lightning play and heard the first rumble of distant thunder. Her hair was graying now, and the skin just as fair as that of any local woman of prosperity. "It sounded like cannon fire," said Mary. Anne had named her for her own mother, and for her best friend in the years she was away from the great house. "Why would you say such a thing?" asked her mother primly. "In this house we do not speak of cannon fire." The first of the March rain fell then, and Mrs. Riley surprised her daughter by getting up from the porch swing and leaning into the rain so it splashed her face like sea spray. It was quite out of character for a woman of such respectability. As the rain splashed her face, she thought herself there, the captain of her own ship, the cannonade around them, the stench of gunpowder smoke blowing on the salt breeze. Her ship's deck would be painted red to mask the blood in battle. The wind would fill her billowing canvas with a snap as loud as a cannon's roar as they prepared to board the merchant ship and take whatever they wished, jewels or coin, and burning kisses with her first mate when the madness was done. "Mother," said Mary, "I do believe you must be thinking of a great secret. You have such a strange smile on your face." "Silly girl, Acushla," said her mother. And then she said, I was thinking of your father. She spoke the truth, and the March winds blew madness about them. Neil Gaiman, trigger warning. Check it out. And happy Talk Like a Pirate Day to you all. Thanks for spreading the word. And the word is ARR!